leg, row, and core day today. That's what I'm going to be training. Pre-workout of choice. We're going with the Abe Candy Ice Blast. This is one of my favorite tasting pre-workouts out there. It's been a bit of a busy day today. So I thought, you know what? I'll start from home today and I will see where things go. Today's session is going to consist of, so we've got single leg squats in there. We've also got RDLs in there, rows, and a bit of core work to finish. I'm probably going to have about an hour to get this session in. Definitely need this after the day that I've had, feeling tired. And pre-workout, for me, it just allows me to push that a little bit more. And obviously, everyone needs to be able to get that extra kick when you need it, you know what I mean? But yeah, this is going to be a okay session. Not doing anything too crazy. I think on the RDL, I'll probably be getting some sort of rep PR in terms of the weight. Not to just do anything out of the ordinary, it's just how it's been going with my programming. So that should move nice. I think I should be on roughly around 200 kg for 6 to 8 reps. So that should be fun, something to look forward to. Also, over on Instagram, did a bit of a Q&A. I'll be answering a few of your questions later on in the video, so keep an eye out for that. As for now, I'm going to get this pre-workout done, actually get to the gym and put some work in, guys. I'll see you there. Alright guys, so I'm about to do my single leg squat. So I thought whilst I'm putting my knee sleeves on, I'll kind of give you guys a mini tutorial onto how to put on knee sleeves easily and also effectively. I used to literally try to put them on like this and then struggle to pull them up. But when I learned this little technique, it made everything so much easier. So you want to fold it at the bottom very slightly, and then over that, once you're folded there, you just want to grab at the bottom, straighten out your leg as you pull up, and you should be good to go. Once you've unfolded the top, the bottom just slides it down like that, nice and easy. And for the setup of this, I've got this big block here, and I've also got a roller. The roller is very useful mainly because if I was to try to put my foot down like this, it's quite awkward. But when you put it on the roller, it kind of adjusts and you can still squat without any sort of awkwardness or weird feelings. So that's a cool little hack you guys can try out if you want to try these single-legged squats yourself. Alright guys, got the setup ready a while ago. I'm now on my working set, so 85 kg. I have to do this obviously each leg 6 to 8 reps. I'm going to aim for the 8 reps for the first one. Might be a little bit tricky, but this is how we grow and improve. And I mainly do these single leg squats because they're going to help me increase the strength in each individual leg. So when it comes to me squatting, I'll have more balance. And when you're squatting, balance is one of the most important things, because if you don't have your balance on point, when the weight starts to get heavy and you start to get closer to those 1 rep maxes, it's going to be a lot harder to hit them. Here you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. The hardest part of this movement, it's not even the weight. It's just getting the balance right. And I need to try my best to make sure the bar stays as close to a high bar position, so I'm feeling it more in my quads. And this is the importance of having secondary days when it comes to your lifts. For example, with this, it will 100% help me with my squat, because like I've been saying all this time, it will force me to improve a weak point, which at this current moment in time is balance. Because I know if I have the balance there, I can squat pretty much any weight. These single leg squats are so hard. But the amazing thing about training things that are hard and that you don't want to do is that they will force you to improve on a weak point. And sooner or later, that weak point will become a strong point. All right, guys, we've got the RDL, so this is potentially my last warm-up set. If it feels hard, I'll use this as my working set. I'm just going to do 1 rep to test it out. If it feels good, I'll chalk up, and then we'll do our working sets on 200. This is currently 180 at the moment. I like to do my RDLs in a similar form manner to what I use for my deadlifts, which is reverse grip, and which is no wraps, no straps, and usually chalk, obviously, when it gets into the working set, because I feel like that will allow me to have the best carryover to the deadlift from the RDL. And for those that don't know how to do an RDL, once you obviously grab the bar, you want to make sure that everything's tight. Once everything is tight, almost imagine like you're putting your shoulders in your back pocket and your chest is lifting up the weight instead of your arms. Your arms should just feel like ropes. So something like this. And then once you're in position, push your bum back like you're opening a door, like this, and then explode back up. And that's how you do an RDL. So I'm gonna put chalk on. I'm gonna put 10s each side, and we'll do 200. The aim is 6 to 8 reps to get a working set. Might not be able to fit everything in today, but we're still gonna get a good workout in. Chalk. The reason we use chalk is because it just helps improve grip, and also you reduce the chances of just tearing up your hands and getting calluses and that sort of thing. I'll do this set, usually it's 3 sets, but I've done all my warm-up weights up to this, and I still have to do rolls. So I'm gonna really push on this set. I'll try and get some rolls in, and I think we'll call it a day. 9 minutes to get all that in is crazy though. Come on. Yep. Oh, okay. Really feel that on my hands. But this is why I don't use straps, because I know I'm mostly training the muscles in my hands and my fingers. So when it comes to the deadlift, grip should never be an issue. All right, guys, some quick rolls before they shut down. 110 kilos. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, hey. Okay, 8 reps. Okay. Right, guys, so this is a quick Q&A segment. So I asked you guys some questions over on Instagram, and I've put them into this thing that's going to read them out, and I'm going to answer them for you. So the question that's starting us off is this one right here.
What are your thoughts on supplements for beginners?
Thoughts on supplements for beginners. Now, first things first, I want to say if you're new to the gym, you don't have to think too much about supplements. It's about building a routine that you can stick to, that you enjoy, that you're going to do for a prolonged period of time. But if we were to then speak beginner supplements, I would say every beginner should be taking at least just protein shakes and creatine. Creatine is a scientifically proven gym supplement that's proven to actually work and that allows you to get slightly more out of your workouts than you would do without taking it, although it takes about 2 or so weeks to kick in. In terms of protein shakes and protein, if you don't get a chance to get enough food in and get enough protein in, it's just a way to help you reach those protein targets when you're starting off.
How can beginners improve their bench, squat, deadlift?
Right, so if you're a beginner and you're trying to improve your squat, bench, and deadlift, try your best to find out what your weak points are. Let's take the bench press as an example. Maybe your triceps aren't the strongest. You'd want to strengthen those muscles because it's going to carry over to allowing you to have a stronger bench and also do that lift more often. So if you only bench once a week and you want a bigger bench, you're going to have to up that to 3 times a week, different variations.
What's one thing you wish you knew when you started training?
I really wish I knew the importance of hydration and staying hydrated and how that then goes on to affect your workouts.
How should someone structure their first gym program?
I would recommend starting with a simple push, pull, and leg program. Now, this program allows you to work muscles and rest muscles in a nice, balanced sort of routine. So with a push, you'll be looking at training your chest, your shoulders, your triceps. With pull, you'll be looking on training your back, your biceps, and then legs, you'll be looking on training your legs, whether it's quads, hamstrings, calves, and then you can rest after that.
How do you handle bad training days?
For me, when I have bad training days, I like to look at the silver lining of things. So let's say, for example, if I go for a lift and I don't get it, I'll think to myself, how far have I come in terms of my training? How has my progress been? I also think about how has my day or my week been before I've had the session. And that kind of allows me to deal with it a lot better. I think we'll leave it there in terms of the Q&A question. I'm going to have some protein shake. The session in itself was a quick one. I wish I could have been able to get more, but certain days gets quite busy, gets difficult to fit everything in. But one thing I know is as long as I do something to keep myself going, to push the needle forward, it's not a session wasted. I hope you enjoy the training segment, the Q&A segment. I'm going to be posting these every day, whether I like it or not. Because one thing I found about life is that if you do the hard things, especially when you don't feel like it. But yeah, we'll leave it on that note, and I'll catch you next time.